You're going to retire $1 million poorer than the man sitting next to you, and nobody's going to tell you why. That's the uncomfortable truth I had to face when I turned 30 and realized the wealth window was slamming shut. Not with a bang, but with a quiet click that most women don't even hear. And it's not because you're not smart or not capable. It's because the system was designed to keep you playing small while men are out there building empires. Let me paint this picture for you. Imagine you're at a party and everyone's talking about their investments, their side hustles, their retirement plans. You nod along, thinking you're doing okay with your savings account earning 1% interest. But deep down, you know something's off. Why do men seem so confident about money while you're over here stressing about whether you can afford that vacation next year? It's because they've been conditioned to see money as a tool to build wealth. And you've been taught to see it as something to manage carefully, to save for a rainy day. I remember when I was 25, fresh out of college, thinking I had all the time in the world. I'd open my bank app, see my balance, and feel a little proud. But then I'd scroll through social media and see influencers talking about passive income, real estate, stocks. I think that's for rich people, and close the app. Little did I know that was the beginning of the gap. By 30, I was married, thinking about kids, and suddenly, time felt like it was slipping away. The wealth window doesn't just close. It narrows year by year, and if you're not careful, you're left on the outside looking in. Let's talk about what this window really is. It's the period in your life where compound interest can work its magic. You know, that thing where money makes money. Start investing $500 a month at 25, and by 65, you've got over $1 million. Wait until 30 and you're down to about $700,000. Push it to 35 and it's $500,000. Each year you delay is like throwing away thousands of dollars in potential wealth. It's not just numbers. It's your future freedom. The freedom to travel, to not worry about bills, to leave something for your kids. But why do most women miss it? It's not laziness. It's conditioning. From the time we're little girls, we're taught to be nice, to be helpful, to put others first. Good girls don't talk about money. They don't negotiate salaries. They don't take risks. I was that girl. In my first job, I accepted the offer without even asking for more. My male colleague? He negotiated a 20% raise. And you know what? He didn't even have more experience. He just asked. That's the difference. Men are taught to see opportunities. Women are taught to see obstacles. Take motherhood. Oh man, motherhood. The moment you decide to have kids, the system hits you with a penalty you didn't sign up for. According to the Institute for Women's Policy Research, women lose about $1 million in lifetime earnings because of career interruptions for childcare. That's not just the time off. It's the promotions you miss, the raises that go to someone else, the skills that get rusty. I had my first kid at 28 and I thought I'll be back in a year. 3 years later, I was still catching up, and financially, I was behind. Compound that over decades, and you're looking at a retirement gap of $150,000 or more compared to men, per the Bureau of Labor Statistics. It's like missing a fashion season. You know how trends come and go? Invest early and you're in on the ground floor of the next big thing. Wait too long and you're buying last year's styles at a discount. But with money, the discount is your future, and society loves to distract us. Social media shows us the perfect life, the vacations, the outfits, the relationships, but never the boring part, the investing, the budgeting, the long-term planning. It's like being told to focus on the wedding dress but not the marriage. Relationships play into this too. How many times have you negotiated with your partner about money? Men often see it as a game to win, women as a conversation to avoid conflict. I remember arguing with my husband about our budget. He'd say, let's invest in that stock, and I'd say, but what if it crashes? He took the risk, I played it safe, and guess who built more wealth? It's not about being reckless, it's about understanding that risk is part of the game. Women are taught to avoid it, men to embrace it. Then there's the psychology of deserving wealth. Deep down, many of us don't feel like we deserve it. We've been conditioned to think wealth is for those people, the CEOs, the entrepreneurs. But here's the truth, you deserve it just as much as anyone. The system wants you to think otherwise. It wants you to stay in your lane, saving pennies while men are out there making dollars. I had this realization when I turned 32. I was scrolling through my accounts, seeing my net worth stagnant, and I thought, why am I letting this happen? It was a wake-up call. I started educating myself, reading books, listening to podcasts, and let me tell you, it changed everything. Let's get into the numbers because they hit hard. The wage gap is real. Women earn about 82 cents for every dollar men make, according to Pew Research. But it's not just that. It's the investments. Men are more likely to own stocks, real estate, businesses. Women, we save. There's nothing wrong with saving, but saving alone won't build wealth. It's like running in place. You get tired, but you don't go anywhere. Compound interest needs time and consistency. Put $100 a month into an index fund at 7% return. At 25, you're golden. At 35, you're playing catch up. And don't get me started on real estate. Men buy houses, flip them, build portfolios. Women rent, thinking it's safer. But renting is like paying someone else's mortgage. I bought my first rental property at 31, and it was terrifying. But now it's paying my bills. Why do we avoid it? Fear? The same fear that keeps us from asking for raises or starting businesses. It's the good girl syndrome. We're afraid of failing, of looking greedy. But failing at wealth building is way worse than failing at a business venture. Time is the ultimate thief. Every year you wait, you're losing out on compound growth. It's like health and fitness. Men hit the gym consistently, women try crash diets. Consistency wins. With money, it's the same. Invest a little every month and watch it grow. Skip it and you're left with regrets. I skipped it for years and now I'm hustling to catch up. Don't be me. Society doesn't help. We're bombarded with messages about self-care, about living in the moment, but not about securing the future. It's like being told to enjoy the party but not to plan for the hangover. And for women, it's worse. We're expected to be caregivers, nurturers, not wealth builders. The moment you prioritize money, you're labeled as selfish. But protecting your future isn't selfish, it's smart. Let's visualize retirement. At 65, the average woman has about $200,000 in savings per the Federal Reserve. Men have $300,000. That $100,000 gap means different lives. He travels, she worries. He leaves an inheritance, she scrambles. And that's if you're average. Most are worse off. I look at my mom, retired now, living paycheck to paycheck from Social Security. She worked hard but never invested. I don't want that for you. So, what closes the window? Delays, distractions, doubts. Year by year, the opportunity shrinks. At 30, it's still open, but barely. At 35, it's a crack. At 40, it's shut. And the cost? Not just money, but freedom. The freedom to say no to jobs you hate, to pursue passions, to support your family without stress. But here's the good news. It's not too late. Even at 35, you can start. The key is mindset. Stop seeing money as scary and start seeing it as a tool. Educate yourself. Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Listen to the Money Guy Show. Talk about money openly with your friends, your partner. Break the taboo. And for today's homework, grab a piece of paper and write down your current net worth. Assets minus debts. Then, calculate what you'd have if you started investing $200 a month at 7% return from age 25. Use a compound interest calculator online. It takes 5 minutes. Do it now and share in the comments what you find. It's your first step to owning your wealth. You're capable of so much more than you know. The system wants you small, but you don't have to be. Start today and watch the window reopen. Subscribe for more real talk, share this with a sister who needs it, and let's build wealth together. You've got this.